Welcome back to the next map, which is sixth map, which we have given to you. I have already posted videos for map number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7. This is the sixth map. I am trying to explain you. And if you see this map, we have different curved lines. We have contours and contacts. I have tried to color these contacts so that it is more visible to you. And we have 4 rocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is grit, 2 is mudstone, 3 is sandstone, 4 is shale. So we have 4 rocks, but in all we have 11 contacts or 12 contacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 contacts. We have 12 contacts and 4 rocks. This has never happened in any of our map. And this is happening here just because of repetition of the rocks. Same rocks are getting repeated. So because rocks are getting repeated, so that means there is a fold. And if it is not getting omitted also, if there is an omission also, that means there is a fault. So you can see here 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we have all rocks repeated. That means the rocks are folded. Once rock are folded, that means if some part of the rock, this is horizontal, this is folding. So if one part of the fault is tipping towards your left hand side, then the next part of that limb should dip towards your right hand side, away from each other in anticline and towards each other in syncline. This is fold. So in this case you may have different anticlines and synclines like this. Okay. So you see there will be continuous change in the direction of the dip of the rocks. Maybe sometimes the angle may also change. Direction is definitely changing. Sometimes the angle may also change. So to solve this map, we have to draw strike lines as we have done in almost all the maps. But here especially we have to check each and every contact. Before this map, what we were doing, of one series of the rock or of one edge of rock, we just select one contact, draw 2 strike lines, get the dip, and all contacts are put parallel to that angle of dip. But here I don't know where there is going to be a change in the direction of dip. I can have some idea where there will be a change if I know that which rock is oldest and which rock is youngest. As per index, this seems to be oldest rock and this seems to be youngest rock, and from theory we know that syncline lies in the youngest rock and anticline lies in the oldest rock. So this may be a synclinal axis and this may be an anticlinal axis. This may again be an anticlinal axis, means the angle of dip on the two sides will be away from each other. Here it will also be away from each other, which will come together here in the syncline towards each other. This seems to be the case here if the order is correct. If order is not given, if we don't know that which rock is older and younger, then we can't say this. We have to solve this map afresh as we have done in other case, then we will be able to solve it. Now in this way, in this map we have to draw a lot of strike lines. The map which I have given to you is having a strike line already drawn. You have to give them only values. Strike lines are there, you have to give them only values. Now here for example, to draw a strike line, what we do, we try to find a contact on which a contour cuts this contact twice. A contour cuts this contact twice. So we may get only few places which are ideal method of drawing a strike line. For example, here I am getting a strike line of 400 on this green contact. This is a strike line of 400 for this contact. It is cutting thrice. I have joined all these lines. Okay. I have to draw 2 strike lines, but here I am not getting any other contour which is cutting this contact twice. So what I have to do, I have to draw parallel to this 400 strike line from 500 of contour point. This we have to adopt a method here. Similarly, we can have 600 contour line somewhere here, but there is no need of drawing it here. Now this strike line which is of 400 for green contact can be of 700 for red contact, and it can be of 800 for ब्लू कॉन्टैक्ट। यानी इस स्ट्राइक लाइन की वैल्यू 400 भी है और 700 भी है और 800 भी है, ऑफ कोर्स फॉर different contacts. The same strike line can be used to have two different. Similarly, the 500 strike line which is for green contact can be of 800 strike line for red contact, and the same can be of 900 for blue contact if you are able to see this. Okay. Now we have drawn this strike line at 500. So 500 to 400 there will be angle of dip. So that means this angle of dip is here. Now similarly we can draw a strike line, two strike line on red contact. I have already got a 701. I will draw one more of 601. Similarly for blue contact I have already got 800. This 700 will be can be used as 700, and here this is 600. If you use this as a 700, then this is 600. This is 700 for red color, this is 600. What I want to show you that angle of dip is this, and in this case the angle of dip is this. All contacts are dipping towards your left hand side. Now come to the other side of the contact. Here I can draw a strike line, here I can draw a strike line, here I can draw a strike line of 400. But on this contact we are not getting any other point for having. At the most you can take this. This is a strike contour of perhaps 6, but 4 is here. So I can't go for 6, I need 5. 4, 5, this one should be 7, this should be of 600, sorry. This is 600, this is 600, this is 600. For green it is 600. Let me write 600. Okay. I have drawn one strike line, but I am not getting two strike line here. So I will leave this contact. I will go for the next contact where I have a strike line of 700. Here you can see. This is a strike line of 700 here. Can you see this? On the same contact, you see here we have a strike line of 800. If you are able to see this, here we have two 800 contours cutting this red contact. So I have got two strike line, and you can see the angle of dip has changed. Why? Because we have crossed the anticline. Similarly, on blue contact, you can take this to be of 800, this to be of 800, and we have to have one more strike line. I can draw it here, which is of 700. So 800 and this is 700. We have got angle of dip in this direction. So you can see that we have to draw a strike line on both the contact. The angle of dip has changed here. I will again draw on blue line. I have got these two 700 points here. So I can get a strike line of 700, and I can also get a strike line here on the same contact, that is of 800. See here, this is 700, this is 800. Again the angle of dip has changed. If you draw strike lines on these contacts also, they will also give you the same direction. For example, this is 600, and on the same contact you can have a strike line here. This is 600 and this one is 700. You can see the angle of dip is in this direction. Come to this end, come to the last end where you have, for example, this green you can use. Here we have a strike line of 600 and then here you can have a strike line of 700. 600 and 700, that means the dip direction has changed. So, these contacts, the red one will also have the same pattern. See here, this is 900, this is 900 and on the same, if I can find the 800 here. So, this is 800 and this is 900, the angle of dip is in this direction. So, you see the angle of dips are changing from one place to another place. So, I have just tried to explain you how to draw a strike line in this map. We have to draw a strike line on each and every contact. What is important is here that while drawing profile and transferring angle of dip, you have to be very cautious that which contact is dipping in which direction. That I will show you in the next video. That's all for this video, just to explain you the strike line drawing. In your map, you already have strike lines. You simply have to give the value and number.